Mm. And you mentioned earlier about they don't want to so from bed and breakfast they don't want to go too far for their feeding source. So how far, I mean, is there have you been able to sort of measure that? Is it sort of a 1 square mile or...
They can, I mean, they can travel a distance for food if they have to. I mean, again, it's about saving energy. So if they can get to somewhere good for feeding quite quickly, then all the better for them, and they can avoid predation and they can avoid lighting. But our pipistrelles, we talk about a core sustenance zone. So from where the roosting site is, there's sort of a core area around it that you kind of want to protect, their core sustenance zone, where you kind of want to consider if there's a good roost there, what can we do within that area that means that we're putting more in for them. And for pipistrelles, that's about a 2.5 kilometre sort of radius from the roosting site. But for some species, they'll fly much further, and it can depend again on their habitat preference and their feeding preference and things like that. So some of our rarer species, such as the grey long-eared, is very closely tied to improved grassland, which unimproved grassland, which is a very specialist habitat. So again, it depends where, you know, how much of a generalist the bats are as well, how easy it is to provide that habitat.